Welcome back everyone, Tina here, and in this video today I'm walking you through the internal notifications actions within workflows. Internal notifications come in really handy if you want to notify your team members once a sale has been made, maybe a abandoned checkout has been made, somebody submits a form, or somebody handed in an application form, for example. No matter what the trigger is, you can notify your team via SMS, WhatsApp, email, or maybe via the internal app notifications via desktop or push notification via your phone. And let me show you how you can set this up. So first we want to navigate to automations on the left, click on workflows at the top, and then select your workflow in question. And then from here we can set a trigger. Like I said, for example, form submitted or somebody opted into a webinar. Okay, so let's select the form. Form is, let's say, the webinar form. Okay, so once somebody submitted the webinar form, we want to notify our sales agent to follow up immediately after like 60 minutes or 90 minutes, however long the sales webinar works, right? So let's put a wait step. And then let's click plus and type notifications. And here under communications, you can see the internal notifications action. Click on it. Here you can rename the action if you want to. So for example, if we chose SMS, we can add SMS here. Then we want to click the drop-down menu. And as I said, you can select between email, notification, SMS, and WhatsApp. So let's start with SMS. Here we can select the user type. Who do we want to notify via SMS? All the users within this particular account, the assigned user, a custom number, or a particular user. Let's say we're going to select a particular user. We then select the user from the drop-down menu. So we want to select our preferred user. We can also select multiple if we wanted to. In this case, we just keep at one. And then from here, we can also select a template. So remember, a template is called a snippet in the SMS world. And then if you head over to marketing on the left and click on snippets at the top, you can create a new snippet right here. So either a text snippet or an email snippet, and then pull it into the SMS notification builder right here. In this case, we are going with no template, and we are going to create our own message. From here, we can write a message using AI, or we can simply add our own text. So let's write one with AI. We can select the tone. Let's keep it casual. So write an SMS to our salesperson. He shall follow up on our new leads that came in for the webinar. Hit generate SMS. And then here we go. It pulls the custom value. Hey, contact full name. We can also put first name. So let's delete that. Click on the custom values icon, click contact, and then first name, comma. Hey, Tina, could you please follow up on the new leads that came in for the webinar? It's important we connect with them soon. Thank you. I mean, soon, I would just put a deadline here with them today to make it urgent, also for the salespeople, of course. Then best the team or Tina or whoever, right? And then if you want to make modifications, you can say that here to AI or just simply edit them like I just did, and then hit use message. It pulls the message into the message box. Here we can also add attachments, images, for example. Let's click add attachment. Let's select this image and hit open. And then here you can see the image has been attached. That will then be sent as an internal notification SMS to Tina Demo as the user. Or you can add a direct URL in here. Maybe you have stored an image inside the media library and you can grab that URL from there and place it in here. You could also add custom values if you have custom values added and stored an image behind those custom values. And then lastly, you can also test it. Just add your phone number, hit send test SMS, and you can see exactly how it would look like when your team member or the assigned user will receive this internal notification. Let's hit save action and let's move on to the next. Let's type notification again. Let's select it. And in this case, let's select email. Let's rename this step so we know what is happening. Type of notification, yep, email, great. From name, here you can put your name or the company name, wherever that comes from. From the email, I would suggest you put the sending domain. Okay, we have our sending domain stored via custom values under sending email. That looks like this. Let me show you real quick. If you go to custom values on the left, you can see here under sending email, this is the key that we've just inserted. And then here we have our sending email attached to that particular custom value. So here we have basically the subdomain that is sending an email that you have created under email services. Okay, so that is pulling into the from email. Then to who are we going to send this? Again, same as before, to all users, to assigned user, to a particular user, or a custom email. Let's say in this case, we're just going to send it to all users. Here we have also the option to CC or BCC. So if you wanted to CC yourself in, for example, you can do that. Click the CC button. And then here you would add the email. And then here you would add the subject line and important notification. For example, you can also pull custom values again here and add names or phone numbers or whatever you want. Then here again, you can pull a template, which you've created prior. In this case, we want to select none as we want to write our own message. Hey, and then we want to add the username, right? So user first name. Please follow up on the new lead. And then here we can add more information from the new lead that has submitted the form in the trigger action. So here, for example, we can add the contact full name, for example. Then we can add the contact email. Then we can add the contact phone number and so on and so forth. Down here, again, you can also add attachments. So let's add this image. And right here, you can send yourself a test email to see how it would look like. Once you're satisfied, hit save action. Now it doesn't let us save. So let's scroll up and see why not. Oh, because we didn't add a subject line. So let's add important notification. Let's scroll down and hit save action. Perfect. Now let's add another notification. Here we are going to add the notification. This is basically in-app, okay? So let me show you this. If you go into your account, on the top right corner, you have this little orange bell icon. This is where the notification would show up. So in this case, we got the internal notification as the trigger, hey, somebody send a message in our internal chat, okay? So we've set up an internal chat for our team, and when somebody replies in the internal chat, then we will receive a notification about that. So any notification you set up can then show up right here under the orange bell icon. But also it can show up on your phone within the Lead Connector app as a pop-up notification, okay? So that is what the notification is all about. Here we can add another title. For example, hey, this contact opted into the Mindset Journal PDF, okay? Please call her as soon as possible. Same scenario as before. You can add the custom values of the user to call, okay, the phone numbers, the emails, and so on. You could also add trigger links if you wanted to. And then down here, you can dictate a redirect page. So if somebody clicks on the particular notification here, then they'll be forwarded to where? The redirect page, okay? Will they be forwarded to contacts, to conversations, or opportunities? In this case, we want to add them to the opportunities because we are doing sales and this person is supposed to follow up with a new lead. Therefore, we want to lead them directly to the pipeline, which is opportunities. Then to user type. Who are we going to send this to? To all users, to a particular user, or to the user assigned to the contact? In this case, we're going to use the user assigned to the contact. Let's hit save. Last but not least, I'm very excited about this one. Let's select the WhatsApp notification. Let's rename this to WhatsApp. And then again, the user type, assigned user, or a particular user. Let's say assigned user. Here we can choose a template. And this template this time, you would need to create under settings WhatsApp. So if you go to settings bottom left, you click on WhatsApp on the left. Then you would click on templates, and here you can create those templates. Once Meta has approved those templates, they will then show up right here. Okay, let's say we have created a template. We select this one, and yeah, that's it. The question is, what are you selling? I mean, this is just a template that we have prior created. You would then, of course, write content like, hey, follow up with this lead, make sure to call her and so on, and then hit save action. By default, every user can receive up to 500 notifications every 5 minutes. And of course, as a prerequisites, please make sure that all your phone numbers, emails, and WhatsApps are integrated and activated. Please also note that these internal notifications only work for users within the system. It will not work for contacts that you have stored under the Contacts tab, unless there are a user, of course. The CC and BCC features only available for email, not for SMS, WhatsApps, or in-app notifications. If the notification type is not properly configured, meaning there is no WhatsApp connected or the email is not connected properly, then the notification will not go through. But that doesn't hinder the next actions to fire, okay? So it just skips the internal notifications if channels are not configured properly, and then continues with the next actions. The attachments included in the SMS, emails, and WhatsApp count towards the account file storage. And depending on the channel, it may also contribute to the message size limits. For example, SMS carriers enforce file size restrictions. Oversized files may prevent the delivery, so always make sure that you keep those attachments optimized. So what happens if you enroll thousands of contacts at once? So first of all, the notifications are limited to 500 every 5 minutes per user. If a workflow triggers bulk notifications, additional messages above this threshold are queued. Depending on the system load, they may either be delivered once the system resets, or they will drop completely if the workflow conditions expire. Now that's it already to help you and your team to stay on top of your game. I hope you find this feature useful, and be sure to check out all of our videos within the playlist. For more information about this particular feature or any other feature, check out the Content Army YouTube playlist, as well as the help doc library linked in the show notes below and our blog. See you then.